Actually, Qatar is the #1 supporters of Hamas, and until now nobody talking about it. Until now nobody speaking. Who is the one who's funding? They keep saying Iran, Iran, Iran. The fact, the biggest head of a snake ever you can imagine for terrorism, specifically Hamas and Al-Qaeda, is Qatar. Qatar prince, so-called prince, is a Muslim brotherhood, same as the filthy son of Muta Erdogan. So I say to those fools who they think they can build bridges and the stupid things they keep talking about, or those priests who say Muslims are loving people, they love us. Fraud, liars, deceivers. When we say Muslims, we are talking about somebody believing this, believe in killing every single Jew, every single Christian, as chapter 9 verse 29 says. When we say Muslim, we talk about chapter 5 verse 51 says, take not Christian and Jews as friends. Let me find you something, just to show you how all Muslim words, all Muslims, they don't want those who they call themselves Palestinian in their countries. In Jordan, those who call themselves Palestinian, they did not like the king of Jordan. So they decided to take over. They don't want to take the country. The same they tried to do in Lebanon. Yasser Arafat, suddenly he became the president of Lebanon. I mean, there is a president in the palace for the Lebanese. Suddenly, the Cuban president Castro, come to the airport of Beirut, and the Lebanese don't know, even the authority, like, oh, he's coming to meet who? He's coming to meet Yasser Arafat. He have a state by his own, inside Lebanon. The same they tried to do in Jordan. So the king of Jordan, he killed tens of thousands of them. The Muslim from Czechenia alone, they killed at least 2,000 to 3,000 of the Palestinians. What about the war in Lebanon? Hezbollah and Harakat Amal, they killed thousands of Palestinians in Lebanon. So how they are claiming now they support them? Nobody support them. All of them, they are trying to gain reputation, which means they use them to make themselves sound good and heroes. The king of Jordan, he hate them. The president of Egypt, he hate them. The king of Saudi Arabia, he hate them. Kuwait, they kicked them out. Every single one of them. Why? Because when Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait, every single one of those so-called Palestinian, they took the side of Saddam Hussein. Imagine the Kuwaiti, they give them residency, they give them nice jobs because they are refugee. Poor people, they come from their country, they lost their land. So what the Kuwaiti did, they have a very, very special situation for them. Like, you know, if you want to work in Kuwait, if you are from the Middle East, you have to get a working visa. It's very difficult. You have even to pay for it, and you don't get a good salary. But if you are a Palestinian, nobody kick you out. You live like a king in Kuwait. And then Saddam Hussein attacked. And overnight, every one of those who live in Kuwait from so-called Palestinian, they join Saddam Hussein. They betray the ones who host them, gave them jobs, gave them refuge, gave them food, gave them villas. I mean, they live like kings. They are not refugee no more. When you see a refugee, you think they are like living in a camp. No, each one of them, he have a very high paid job, which is, he's doing nothing. This is Kuwait, where oil is coming like crazy from the ground. Overnight, they betray Kuwait. This is why in Kuwait, after the American, they free Kuwait, the Kuwaiti prince, he kicked every single citizen from so-called Palestine. This is the truth.